Hi, I am Kiri, and I am here to show you the 11th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver, which just came out. It's just a toy model, but it's really cool. If kind of flimsy and disappointing like the 10th Doctor's. Remember this guy? Unlike... I'll show you the packaging. Unlike the 11th, or the 10th Doctor's Sonic Screwdriver, this one does not come with peripherals like the UV ink nub on the bottom and the psychic paper. However, it is enormous. Look at this thing. Look at this compared to, like, I have to step like this. There we go. Like, compared to the 10th Doctor, this thing is like, like, I don't know. Yes, this does mean it's bigger on the inside, technically. If you thought it was difficult to put the batteries in for this guy, you have no idea about this guy here. This is the most annoying, frustrating thing to put batteries in, and it really upset me while I was doing it. I tried to make a YouTube video to help, to give like a guide for people, and then I realized that for some reason, no matter how much I because you twist it out, you pull it, it separates right here. So you're gonna twist that and pull it. But when I pop it back in and twist it back, I can't get this button to work. And let me go over an overview of the buttons here. You've got this guy at the top, which will allow you to go. And this shoots up. And yeah. Now, normally you should be able to press this bottom button here and get it to do its whole thing. But for some reason it's not working. I don't know why. One thing I really like about this model is it comes with a big red button. You want to know where the big red button is? It's on the bottom. This guy flips up here. Well, there we go. And you got a big red button. Guess what happens when you push the big red button? It is like the top here, which should work, but I think I like pressing this more. And it'll cycle through different sounds. Now normally with this guy you just had one sound. With this guy, you have multiple ones. It kind of reminds me of how you got that static thing before you'd connect to dial-up in the 90s. Anyway, so, comparisons. One thing is that this guy here is not as loud as this guy. This guy is a lot louder, which is kind of nice. And by a lot, I mean barely. It's noticeable, and it's a nice improvement. It has more buttons. That's nice. I really like the more buttons kind of thing. It makes me feel like I've got more for my money. And plus, this thing releases just by like a pop. With this guy here, you had to kind of shift it up. Although, it made this a lot harder to break. This guy here has these things are a little wiggly and stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, it feels cheap. The whole model feels a little bit cheap. But I don't know, if they made it out of nicer plastic, what I'd really like to see is, well, let's see who made it, so I can comment on them. Character Toys, apparently. Character Options Limited. Where the fuck they're from. Okay. But I could really enjoy seeing like an adult model of this thing. Like, seriously, I'd spend hella bank just to get a decent sonic screwdriver that I didn't worry about. I don't like worrying about breaking things when I have to do something simple as replacing the battery. I mean, this got kind of... I'm not even kidding. This thing was ridiculous. It's awesome, but it's ridiculous. Just as flimsy as 10s, if not more so. It's got cheap plastic. Yeah, I guess that's about it then. If any viewers have questions on how to get the fucking battery pack open or anything else, I'd love to explain. Probably with a diagram, because I don't want to do that in front of a camera, because I can't work this thing. It is very difficult to open and change the battery. And again, it takes those little button cells, that the 10 screwdriver took. So that's my video. Yeah, leave comments.